For my Daily Fighters, my name is Jim, and this is your Daily Brogue for November 25th, 2025. So, um, what am I thinking about? So, last time I was talking about um, how any kind of misalignment or misalignment between somebody's assessment of you and your own self-assessment leads to some sort of cognitive dissonance and can actually make you upset. Even if somebody's saying they're better, that you are better than you think you are, you can become upset by it. And I gave an example of myself becoming upset, embarrassed, when my friend Jerry would tell me that he thought my art was um, much better than I thought it was. Right. So this is one thing I just wished he wouldn't do that. And part of the reason why is the obvious, which is that I felt that I didn't measure up to it, up to his assessment, and that it would be better if he was giving me milder compliments. Right? You draw like Frank Frazetta might be a great compliment, might be very nice. It is not true, right? So your girls look like Frank Frazetta girls. Well, that's nice. I wish that was true. Um, Sort of thing, right? So after that kind of annoyance, I mean that's an annoyance. It's an annoyance we should all have to deal with, right? Because the other option was having people tell you you suck when you know you don't, right? This is another kind of annoyance, and it gets you very upset. Um, Now, part of this could be because you do suck and and you don't really, you aren't capable. You're too completely useless to know that you suck, right? Um, and that's possible. It's possible that I'm such a bad artist that I have no idea what good art is. There are a lot of them out there, right? I know professional carnival sculptors who think they're great and suck, partially because I knew some really great carnival sculptors when I lived in New Orleans. And, occasionally when I was out with them, I met some of the other ones, right? And that was very interesting. Um, we'll say, and we'll leave it at interesting, right? Okay, I'll use Testo's potions on the next level, and then decide what to do with all this crap that I just got. J, strength, good. K, life. O, hallucination. Man, I wish it was um, another order. Okay, so I've got another leather armor. There's an eel in their waters. It's okay to hallucinate on this level. It's staying pretty close. It's probably back up. Monkeys tend to flit a little bit more. They're flightier. Did I lose him? I think the eel got my monkey or my goblin. So I will never know if the goblin or monkey. More leather armor. But like I said, the next fun place. This is I should be equipping that N. I don't know what that is. Okay, +1 spear. So we've got a flood trap here. Do you see that? Okay. But I killed all the eels, so it's okay. I should have used that instead of waiting. +1 spear, not great. I know how to get over there. Rapier, banded mail, my 13. Charging invisibility, war axe protection. Okay, so let's try the rapier. Come on, where did you go, you dick? There's no place to go. Way too much swamp yesterday. Okay, well, that's good. So I was worried about what's going to happen with my Substack comic. The reason is I don't know the culture on Substack very well. The culture on Instagram is extremely supportive, maybe too supportive again. I feel like I'm better than other people think I am, right? And that can be annoying. Oh, I should have been using that conjuration the whole time. Anyway. I'm not getting any notes. It feels good. It feels like there's something nice about that rapier. Darkness crap. F5 is where the bad crap happens. Check the armor. Good. Check the weapon. Hopefully it's good. Aggravate monsters. Bad. Okay, so yeah, going back up is not really an option because I did tech that rapier. So yeah, I don't know how that's going to work out when I finally get to when I finally get more people looking at things. People are slowly, I don't know if they're getting interested, but they're slowly finding it now. It's been running for about 2 months. I don't know what the level is to take off, or you gain your own momentum, sort of thing. There's our detect magic. Man, I was lucky. Oh, this one, Madam's, Madame Pokies, inverted inversion pants. Inverted leather. Madame Pokies. Open back. Armor. Okay, ass armor. Okay, that'll be good. Madame Pokies ass. We can live with that. Anything else here? Oh, don't know what this one is. I'm not getting that. Dude. Okay, so what I should be doing, what I promise I'd be doing, is show you some of my drawings. I'm hungry. I need some food. I've got some food, but let's see if we can wait. Can't. All right. So at least I've got enough strength for that rapier. In fact, that rapier, that +0 rapier is better than the +1 spear. L, what is L? Dragon immunity. That is some chutzpah, right? I'm going to go up against a dragon in my leather armor. Okay, so that's how crappy the draws have been, actually. But it's actually not crappy. Detect magic isn't the spot for detect magics, but I need anything? No, I don't need it. I'm actually in a reasonably good position. Oops. Making an obstruction. As you can tell. So let's either build up a pretty good library or wait until there's a chance that we've got a really good object. You know, the best objects, the best. Do you want to just try it? Yeah. Like I said, I should be showing you some of those pictures, right? Right. How am I? What do I see? A zombie. Oops. Well, as long as the zombie doesn't see me, I'm fine. Okay. Got two detect magics. We'll use one. Um, Mapping. Very nice. And H. Move curse. Nothing cursed. And drop the. Should I drop the play or should I keep it? I'll keep it for now. Okay, well, I am at the next level. Maybe I should show a page. So this is sort of part of my first page, right? It's just it's a robot. Can I change the size on this so you can see it better? So that's the entire first page right there. Um, and you can see it's not super amazing. It's got some interesting aspects. So if we go back to the larger size, um, sometimes these things end up having sort of a comedic aspect to it. Also, I get to do a lot of things like in the background here, you see these fake um, modern art pieces. So I'm making some comments about art along the way. So this is sort of based a little bit, you might notice, on the Commedia dell'arte. And I will try to remember to show you another page every time I go through this level this time. But if I don't make it, I don't make it, right? So if you really care, you can go look it up on the Substack. It's Commedia de Robot, spelled spelled exactly as it sounds. Commedia, D de DEI, robot. Um, took a long time. Long time trying to make that name up in Italian because it's based on the Commedia dell'arte, right? And then of course I decided I didn't like using the Commedia dell'arte as a Commedia de Robot as a title. I thought it was too pretentious. Too late. I already had the domain, right? I already had the username. So, um, the easier way to find it is to go to Substack and just search for a comedy of robots, which is all it means, right? So, um, the name just means a comedy of robots in Italian, and I thought it would be cute to have an Italian name, and then I decided it sounded too pretentious for the silly dick jokes that I'm fond of. Okay. Do I have consideration? Yes, I do. Because those explosive bullets are awful. Um, shit, oh shit. G there. YG there. YG. Okay. Oh, I have killed things with it. Okay, it's at least good. One of my dudes survived. Oh, I did go down another level, so I should have. I can see another page. So as we're waiting, okay. So this is. I'm not right here. This is the next page or the next scene, the beginning of the next scene. So 4 or 5 pages later. Um, some of those other pages I like a lot, but this one I do. I've got this scene here. Not the best, not horrible, and I like it because this really has some good comedy things. This is another one that I cut up. I went from really took I may have took all three, but I really only needed the top one here and the bottom one here for like a little gag. And so this is introducing two new characters, or three new characters, right? Dr. Batori here. He's the sort of lubricant salesman, snake lubricant salesman, I guess. Then you have the Botticino here. He's like the cute little robot. He's the Harlequin sort of guy. He's Arlecchino, so you call him Botticino. And this is Bob, and he's sort of the male lead. Oh, and the interesting thing is if I do a second story 2 or 3 years in the past when I'm done, in the future when I'm done, um, these two guys will remain, this guy will not. So that's fun. Okay, so let's go back to playing the game and wait on this. So I could have pretended something. I have a cedar staff and a scroll of enchanting. Two scrolls of enchanting. I should be using those. Let's see what's up with this staff. Eventually, I guess. If one potion would detect magic, I do not. Confusion, perfect. It's nice. Ring of Transference. Rings of Transference are real. Oh my favorite. They go very well with the Magic Warhammer. Seems to be nothing there. I don't know. It's possible that the giant flame spout burnt up some schools. So let's go down. Nope. Gotta be. Okay. Oops, I already did that. Okay. Oh, very nice. See, mace, magic mace. Don't recall. Benevolent magic, benevolent magic. And this may be the last one. This is the scene where the female lead, um, Rosita, is first shown, as well as the bad girl. So this scene is going to introduce five characters, right? So um, one of these is Pepperlata. I don't know why I chose Pepperlata, but her name is Pepperlata. That's what we got. And we have Rosita, who's supposed to be the nice, pretty one. And we have Ilsa, who's the robot mechanic. She stays around. Ilsa will stay around. Pepabata would in later story stay around. Rosita would go away. I'd have a Francesca or someone else, right? But Rosita for now. Okay, so that's the beginning of the scene that is probably just ending when this comes out. Maybe just ended the previous week. So that's where these things are. Just used levitation. Discord doesn't help. I did use its effects magic. Okay. Have an invisibility? I do not. How many do I have on this H? 10 more enemies. My Who's in bad shape? Shattering? No. Okay. And lightning. Warhammer's one hit, one kill for those guys. Rapier. Okay. Thorn, thorn handled mud club. And take that. Scroll it, pushing. Speed on visibility, huh? Very nice. Faint with hunger. I have to eat that. Okay, do it back to slowing or something like that. No, we will. Oops, chant. It's a little tiny. Speaking of it, let's do Warhammer. Not really my deal, but I enchanted it up 3 times. That would be a pretty strong weapon. So, oops, I'm a happy camper. Um, yeah, that's probably best. Where is in transference? I didn't give them names. Heart of the dungeon. So we've got Heart of the Dungeon and Soul Sucking Sally. Okay. Oh. All right. Hopefully I'll be back. Well, family time is over, so now I have to finish this. We'll see you, Salamander. What am I going to do here? I can conjure on the Salamander. Then I can lightning dude a couple of times. And okay, I don't want all those. And then I have a Naga. Nagas are awesome. That empowerment, if it was indeed this game, was way up there. So run away, little Naga, run away. I like to do crap. I have a levitation. So we will. And I die right away with a life. I was in pretty good shape. I should have. Maybe I had some better ideas. Could have had some better ideas. Runaway ideas. Runaway ideas are good. Just you get used to winning.